Bill O'Reilly here, Friday, September 10th, 2021. You are listening to the O'Reilly Update. Here's what's happening this week in America. Tomorrow marks the 20th anniversary of the 9/11 terror attacks, the greatest wound inflicted on the American homeland since Pearl Harbor. On September 11th, 2001, 19 Islamic fundamentalists armed with box cutters and other rudimentary weapons seized control of 4 commercial passenger jets. At 8:45 a.m., an American Airlines Boeing 767, loaded with 20,000 gallons of jet fuel, crashed into the North Tower of the World Trade Center. 18 minutes later, another plane hit the South Tower. At 9:45 a.m., a third aircraft crashed into the west side of the Pentagon. The fourth plane descended into a field in rural Pennsylvania after passengers on that plane fought the terrorists on board and things spiraled out of control. Within 2 hours, the Twin Towers were gone. 3,000 people killed. That figure includes 343 firefighters and paramedics, 23 members of the NYPD, 37 Port Authority police officers who were working to get people out of the burning buildings. 2 decades later, at least 10,000 people have been diagnosed with cancer and other diseases related to the 9/11 attack. 3,000 have died from illness since 2001. The attack sparked the global war on terror launched by President Bush the Younger. It continued under Barack Obama and Donald Trump, and we are vividly seeing it now in Afghanistan as the Taliban is taking over. The mastermind behind the hijacking, Osama bin Laden, was killed by U.S. Special Forces in Pakistan on May 2, 2011. After that, al-Qaeda fell apart, but ISIS, another terrorist group, rose up to take its place. According to Brown University, 800,000 people have been killed in the war on terror. 800,000. Including 30,000 in jihadi attacks against civilians. How best to defend ourselves should be a primary concern always among voters. We need strong leaders who have a well-defined plan to deal with the hatred arrayed against us. Sadly, many in the mainstream media and some politicians still sympathize with anti-American sentiment and provide cover for it. In my upcoming book, Killing the Killers, I will reveal exactly how the USA is now fighting terror. The book will shock you. In a moment, the message of the day. Listeners, sound off. Right back. Now is the time to refinance your mortgage and do it before rates get any higher. I've been talking about this a lot, but only because it's important for you to know. The mortgage rates we are seeing right now can make a significant impact on your budget. Make now, right now, the time to call American Financing. It could mean up to $1,000 in monthly savings for you, plus tens of thousands of dollars in long-term savings. You cannot afford to miss out on that kind of money, especially since it does not cost you anything to learn more. Just call 888-462-9557, 888-462-9557, or visit AmericanFinancing.net, NMLS 182334, and MLSConsumerAccess.org. Time now for the O'Reilly Update message of the day. Listeners, sound off. We do this each Friday. You can reach me, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com. Name and town if you wish to opine. Let's begin with David Barber, New Iberia, Louisiana. I have 4 brothers who did not get the vaccine, and all of them got COVID. I did get the vaccine and did not get COVID. My 4 sisters did get vaxxed, and they did not get the virus. Bill, please pass along to your listeners that you are telling the truth. Well, I appreciate that, David. I mean, my job is to look out for you, your brothers and sisters, and everybody else in the USA. The only way, and I mean the only way, to protect yourself against COVID, a vicious, vicious virus, is to get vaccinated. That is the truth. Mr. O, this comes from Charles, who is in Savannah, Georgia. Is there any proof that Pfizer delayed the release of the vaccine to hurt Donald Trump politically? Pfizer did not delay the release of the vax, Charles. It delayed the announcement that the vaccine was ready to go. Pfizer knew in mid-October, about 3 weeks before the vote last November, that the vaccine was going to be on the marketplace. Yet executives there did not tell the public. So that is a fact. Gary, Grand Rapids, Michigan. Kids testing positive does not mean kids are getting sick. Gary, what can I do? Do I have to come to your house, Gary? Do I have to come to your residence? Listen to yourself. Children testing positive for COVID is a bad thing on every level because they can spread the virus to other human beings. Yes, some kids who test positive don't show signs. That's true. But what is your point? COVID needs to be defeated. Now, I know it's not going to be tamped down completely by the vaccine, but the vaccine is the only way to mitigate this vicious sickness so we can get back to normal. And making excuses and pointing stuff out, what good does this do? Think about it. All right, Susan. And Susan is a concierge member to BillO'Reilly.com, which means she has direct access to me via email. And she is in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Climate change, just another way the progressives control we the people. I'm not saying we shouldn't be mindful of our environment, but we need to put it in proper perspective. You are making a valid point, Susan. The progressive left is using climate change to try to change the entire country, the entire economic system. But we do have a rising temperature in this world, and anything we can do to clean up the environment is a good thing. I'm Bill O'Reilly. I approve that message by putting together. For more honest news analysis, please go to BillO'Reilly.com. In a moment, something you might not know. Are you looking for your next investment? Bill O'Reilly here. There are 7 reasons to look at the NRIA Real Estate Development Fund. Monthly cash flow payouts of 10% annualized. Bonuses to 21% targeted. They strategically locate in lower risk, high demand areas people want to move to. New construction is short on supply. Real estate affords diversification and safety from stock market risk. Their short and long-term strategy provides for steady returns right now. NRIA is an industry leader with a 15-year proven track record. So, if you've been sitting on the sidelines or want to diversify, start your due diligence at nria.net. Or you can call 800-800-1414. That's easy. 800-800-1414.
An offer of securities is only made by the NRIA Private Placement Memorandum. Read it first. Past performance does not guarantee future results. NRIA is a real estate development firm. Learn more at nria.net.
Now the O'Reilly Update brings you something you might not know. This week in the year 476 AD, the last emperor of Rome was deposed by a Germanic chieftain, ending the Roman Empire. At its height, Rome controlled vast sections of the globe, spanning from northern England to the Arabian Peninsula. Maintaining order did not come easy. 2/3 of all Roman taxes went to their legions, their soldiers. By the 300s AD, the economy in Rome was falling apart. Unable to fight off or bribe the Germanic tribes from the north, the Roman Empire gave them land. This eroded the tax base. And when North Africa fell to the Vandals in 435, Rome lost Mediterranean dominance and access to some of its most productive farmland. Economic troubles, government corruption, political instability incited open rebellion in the faraway regions of the Roman Empire. In September 476 AD, the barbarian Odoacer banished Rome's last emperor, the teenager Romulus Augustus, and that ended 2 centuries of political and social chaos as Rome fell apart. Odoacer was a mercenary leader in the Roman imperial army when he launched his mutiny against the emperor. He defeated the legions and seized control. The barbarian, and he was, immediately declared himself ruler of Italy. Soon after, the empire collapsed, kingdoms rose up individually, and the Dark Ages were ushered in. That caused food shortages, widespread poverty, and most Europeans fled the cities. Less than 80 years after the fall of Rome, the population there went from 1.5 million to 30,000. And here's something else you might not know. While the Western Roman Empire collapsed in the 5th century, the Eastern branch endured. The Byzantine Empire, founded by the Emperor Constantine in 330 AD, was administered from Constantinople for another 1,000 years back after this. Thousands of animals are abandoned in the wilderness in America, and they need your help. I partnered up with Delta Rescue, the largest no-kill, care-for-life animal sanctuary in the world. Founded by actor Leo Grillo, Delta Animal Sanctuary is a one-of-a-kind rescue. Trained attendants look after each animal, providing them with food, treats, toys, and affection. Also, Delta Rescue has an on-site animal hospital that operates 365 days a year, and unlike others, Delta Rescue believes in giving animals a right to life. They allow all moms to have their litters, then care for the entire family for life. Delta Rescue relies solely on donations from people like us to help fulfill their mission. Support Delta Rescue and put your legacy to work. Delta's tax-saving estate planning. Grow your estate while letting your compassion for animals live on well into the future. Learn more at deltarescue.org/bill. deltarescue.org/bill. Thank you for listening to the O'Reilly Update. I am Bill O'Reilly. No spin, just facts, and always looking out for you.